Hi everyone. Welcome to Maui and welcome to my Facebook page. Ah, not Facebook, YouTube. You know, I'm trying to do this new introductory video. This is about 6 times now I've started over, which I don't normally do. But my cat wouldn't leave me alone. She kept coming around and I finally had to shoo her away for the first time. She just didn't want to be still. And this is, what is my life about? Well, I grew up, my parents were millionaires. When I was a kid, they had everything that you could have wanted. None of the mosquitoes are buzzing me, but oh well. And I learned it doesn't make anybody happy, all the materials. I stayed with my grandmother about half of my childhood growing up. And she was dirt poor. There was no bunch of money. But at the same time, she was really happy. And she loved me. And that's what made the difference for me. And I always said, as I got to see that as a child, I always said, or child and young adult in my teenage, that if I ever had to choose between money and love, it was easy for me. I would choose love every time. And that's what I've devoted my heart to, is healing. My grandmother was a healer, and then I realized at a young age that I had the same giftings. And so I've devoted my life. Um, what's left of it? I'm 50. Maybe I'll get another 50 years, depending on what happens. And I wanted to devote that to humanity and the healing of our hearts and souls and being able to shift the energy in our planet to the same thing, place of healing. We have way too much masculine energy in the world today, and it's brought on a lot of destruction. And so we need to individually shift, and as we individually shift, and every person that opens their heart to this compassion and tenderness and love, then that grows and that expands. I was sharing with somebody on a video call yesterday or the day before that, excuse me, if I devote myself over 2 years and I can help 100 people to change and to open up their hearts to divine love and healing, and they do that with 100 people, well then it doesn't really take many years and our planet begins to heal and shift and change. The whole point is why? It's simple. It's why we're here. That's the big discovery that I've found in my life. Why am I here? I'm here to heal, to help other people to heal, and to help our planet become a place of love. I'm trying to shift around here. Oh, that's worse. Oh, there we go. I'm trying to shift around here and keep my face out of the sun. This is comical. I think I'm trying too hard. That's another point. Is when we force things in life, it makes it more difficult. And so I've learned to go with the natural flow of things. And right now, the comically for me with this video, the natural flow of things has been to start it over. And when we mess up, we make mistakes. That's part of what we have to learn to do, is to get back up and start over. Don't give up. Don't quit. Just get back up. When I got ran over by a cow it's been about 17, 18 years ago now. I busted up my back and neck really bad. And that's kind of why I squinted a while ago. I still have some pains between my shoulders that I'm working on. But I would say from 2006, when I was bent over walking with a cane like a 90-year-old man, that I'm about 90% healed. And none of that has come through anything to do with the medical profession or medical field. I did go to chiropractic and massage therapy and acupuncture for quite a while. And then since I've come to Hawaii, and even before, I did a little bit of acupuncture with a guy when I first got here. But other than that, I've shifted to the place where I'm just seeking to do it through energy. And that's what it's all about, is clearing out the negative energy within my heart and soul. And as I clear that out and I get rid of it, what am I talking about? Anger, hate, bitterness, unforgiveness, jealousy, envy, all of these things is what creates the sicknesses around us. We harbor these things in our heart and we hold on to them, and they don't do anybody any good. They don't do any of us any good for anything, honestly. But yet, it's what we grew up in. So we have to change the world. It's up to you and I. It's not somebody else's project. It's not something that we really can put off any longer. You and I have to change the world. You and I do that by individually changing ourselves. It's just like for me, when people want to go to conflict, they want to fight, they want to argue, I always say I'm sorry. I don't do that. But honestly, I'm not sorry. I'm just not going there with anybody. I'm not interested in conflict. I'm not interested in strife or jealousy, any of that stuff. It just takes away from your peace. It takes away from your balance. It destroys your health. It destroys your mind. It destroys the world around us. And this is why it's so important that each one of us shift and we all change the energy around us. And the more we do that, the more divine healing we're going to bring into our own lives and everyone else. So I intentionally want to keep this one short. I just did one that's longer. And I hope that you'll take the time. I've got quite a few videos on here, and you're going to see my evolvement. From the first one, you're going to see the times I was grieving and crying and just really, really in a place of brokenness. And this is why I wanted to do this one, because I still cry, but it's from a place of compassion, and I feel the pain in other people, and I want to be able to help them. But am I crying because I'm hurting, or I'm struggling, missing someone, or wishing something was different anymore? No. I've let all that go. It doesn't help us. I mean, it did while I was going through it. It was something I needed to feel. It was what was going on for me to clear that energy out of myself. But from this point on in my life, I'll feel what goes on. If it's a good thing for me to take in, I'm going to take it in. If it's something really negative and it's going to hurt, and you have to follow me a little bit deeper to understand the clarity of that for me personally. But anger, hate, no, I'm sorry, I'm not going in. Seriously, I did it again. I'm sorry, but I'm not. Because I'm not going there with anybody. And this is part of what I want to try to share with you, is how we shift ourselves. Just a little bit each day. We make a choice, we change, and we stay away from that stuff. It's just like what we eat. If we eat healthy, okay, it feeds our body. It's the same thing for our spirit and our soul. And when we clear our heart and our spirit and our soul of the negative energies that are caught up from this life and the past lives, our times here before, then why does our body have to be sick? It doesn't, because our energy is pure, our heart is pure. And that's trying to walk that and live that each day, and then as I can to impart that to others and help friends and family and whoever wants to listen. But it is about shifting our energy. It is about shifting the energy in the planet. And as you see in these videos, I'm just me. And that's one of the greatest things we have to stop doing. No masks. Just be yourself. And I'm not saying be rude and mean and unkind. That's the very energies I'm talking about clearing. But we have to learn to be soft and tender and compassionate with ourselves and everyone else. And to embrace that divine energy, that feminine energy that's coming forth in the world today. And with that, I will say namaste, aloha, goodbye, arrivederci, and I'll see you soon. Hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to talking to you and seeing you on Skype or Facebook, wherever we meet. Until we meet, goodbye.